Okay, I had a little interruption there. I'm hoping this is just carrying on from the other video. So now we got our holes poked. There's 3 here in the spine, and then there's 3 here in the cover. Now I use crochet thread when I'm sewing in my signatures. I wax them using one of these. Elusive little boogers are hard to find. And I just put it through there and pull it. I've already waxed this one. So to get started, simple. Poke down in your first hole, just through your signature. And then I'm going to put this here so it doesn't get pulled through. Now you're going to go through the middle hole in your cover. I guess it's, yeah, good thing I checked. I have this upside down. Go, oops. Go through the middle hole in your cover, and then through the middle hole in the, or through the top hole. If I can remember where that top hole went. If you can't, you got it marked here, so just repoke it. And that tells you right where it's at. You go right through the cover again, through the top. Through the signature. Turn it around. Go all the way down to the bottom. Poke in the bottom hole. Now, this part here, you want to make sure that when you come up through, that you don't go through this piece of thread you already have in this hole. But you're going to go back up the middle hole. Just pull on it, make sure I didn't split my stitches. And then again, when you're doing this, going in through your signature, through your paper, you want to go in that same hole and make sure that you don't split your thread. Now I've got one thread on this side of the line and one thread, the other end of the thread on this end of the line. Taking my needle off, I'm going to unhook this, pull this tight, and then pull on your strings. Double check that, make sure this is all tight. See that it fits well. And then you can tie it off. And then just cut your threads off. Now that's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. If you prefer the 5-hole, it's just as easy. Down through the center, you'll just have an extra hole here. You do the top first, then you do the bottom. And so I just used this for just one signature. If you were going to do, say, 3 signatures, you still would have your center line where you do your middle signature, but then you go out maybe, you can use either 1/4 of an inch or a little bit more if you want, 3/16. So then you would come out, say, here and here, draw your line, do your 3 holes in it, and sew in another signature there, and then another signature here. You got a little tight spot there. But that's it. It's really simple. When I'm doing a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, I have this little template, and it is 9 inches because, or 8.5 inches, because that way it fits exactly in the paper. And I use it the same way. It's a little easier when you're trying to figure out in your journal cover. I have a cover right here. So this is a 2.5 inch spine. If I'm going to go directly through the cover, say I've already got this layered with paper, and I'm going to go sew directly through the cover, I would mark out my 4-hole pamphlet stitch, or my 5-hole. I'm going to do a 5-hole all the way through. With a 2.5 inch spine, 4 signatures, that would be a 1/2 inch all the way across. And I would put another down here. And then I center this. See, I got it marked top. I center this. There's my line. Center it from top to bottom. And then I can mark where I'm going to poke my holes at. So I've got 4 lines for 4 signatures, and it will go all the way through in that particular way. If you're doing a hidden spine, it's just as easy, only instead of going all the way through your cover, you're going to sew your signature to whatever you're using as your spine. Well, I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, you can give me a message, send me a message, and I'll try to answer them for you. Thank you.